remember before we were dating, the first time we drank together with our friends, he told me. It seemed like something he never told anyone. It showed that he trusted me. He said his mom had multiple sclerosis, and he believed he was the reason. You see, when he was born, she was diagnosed. He talks about how she used to be able to walk. He talks about it with a smile, disappearing. He says she drags her feet now, and she falls but won't tell anyone. The bruises say everything. They won't let her hide. He tells me about the day she found out. It was snowing out, and the bank she worked at closed. She went into work anyways and helped shovel the bank's drive. That was the first time she fell. He remembers sitting in the hospital with his grandparents. He can still picture looking through the glass doors and seeing them wheeling her on a bed from the x-ray room, back and forth. Everyone was quiet. He was young enough to keep it from him. The first time I met her, we went to his house. She didn't want me to come inside because her condition made it so she couldn't clean anymore, and piles of things were strewn around. Her chair she sat in was surrounded by knitting needles and yarn. She makes hats and blankets for anyone who asks for one. It helps her keep the nerves in her hands, and it makes her smile. She sends me craft ideas now, but there are still those posts that show the pain of what it's like to want to do things and to not have a body that allows you to. The first time she fell when I was there, my heart dropped to my stomach. I watched his eyes grow sad as he motioned for me to go to his bedroom. She didn't like people seeing her like that. She was too stubborn to show how easily her legs fell out from under her. She wanted everyone to see her as strong. I heard her tell him she was fine. He kept asking if she needed help anyways. The second time she fell, he wasn't there. She was trying to sweep under the recliner because they had bought a new one. I came out of the bathroom to find her on the floor, crawling towards the couch. I was helpless. I didn't know whether to ask to help or to walk away, stay silent or say how sorry I was. I stood there, still, my heart going out to her, and when she pulled herself onto the couch, her breath came fast. It had taken a lot of energy. I had to tell him she had fallen. His eyes grew sad again. I wish I could take the pain away. A year into dating, I walked into his room. He was crying. He didn't want to lose her. She meant so much to him. She had fallen again. She couldn't walk as well anymore. He was so worried, so scared. I let him cry into my shoulder, his body heaving with every intake of breath, his tears soaking my shirt. I couldn't say anything to help, except for I'm sorry. It wasn't enough. I knew it wasn't. I held him tighter. The last time we had dinner, I found out she had went to therapy. She walks better now. His eyes glint with happiness. His dad smiles as he talks about how much better she's doing. She doesn't drag her legs anymore. I can feel the burden lifting off his shoulders. It was gonna be okay. She was gonna be okay. Even if just for now. That was enough.